Have you guys ever seen the movie The Santa Claus? You know the story, right? So Scott Calvin scares Santa, knocks him off the roof. He has to put the suit on. He becomes the new Santa. But the issue is that Scott Calvin is having a little bit of an issue believing that he is now the real Santa. And Judy, the elf, tells him, seeing isn't believing, believing is seeing. So that's exactly what's happening in this passage. But see, here's the thing. We can't just pick up in verse 16. We actually have to go back a little bit. And if you read yesterday, you know where we're going. So yesterday, we see this miracle that has taken place. Jesus has performed a miracle. And now here we are next time around. And the people that saw this weren't believing it. They were doubting. They were doubting what they had seen. There was no belief in any of it. So if we pick up in verse 16, we're seeing that these people are questioning. They're questioning Jesus healing on the Sabbath. They're questioning everything that he's doing. They have seen, but they don't believe. They don't believe. And if we pick back up in this verse 16, we're seeing, but here's what's really great. In verse 24, it says this. It says, "Very truly I tell you, whoever hears my words and believes him who sent me has eternal life." What was the key word there? It's believe. The key word is believe. Jesus is saying you can't just see it, you have to believe it. It's not just about seeing, it's about believing. It's two parts. It's seeing and believing. But then if you think about it, there's additional parts. It's seeing, believing, but you also have to be willing to listen. You have to be willing to hear what it is. We can't just see the good works and not believe it. We have to actually believe that Jesus is who he says he is. He says, "Very truly, I tell you, whoever believes," it's two parts. You can't just hear. You have to hear, see, and believe. Have you had some of those Scott Calvin doubts in your life where maybe you haven't really seen it to believe it, or maybe you have seen it to believe it, but you still doubt? Maybe you're having struggles with the believing and seeing, or the seeing and believing. I don't know, but all I know is this, that when we believe and we see and we hear what it is that God has, our gift isn't wrapped up in a bow under the tree like Santa Claus delivers. Our gift is eternal life. So what is it that you need to do today? Do you need to just stop seeing and start believing? Or do you need to hear, believe, and see what Christ can do in your life?